Hey, y'all, I got till like 10, 10:30 to get to the interview, man. I'm gonna say it's at Dunkin' Donuts, man, on Silver Hill Road. You know what I'm saying? This the Heights, man. Sue gonna cross the street from that. You with me? Just wanted to say, yeah, y'all wish me luck though, man. But I was gonna say it's my second time going on live, man, on IG, man. I just wanna talk to y'all about something, man. Y'all work with me too, man. It's hot as a mug and it's early, so it's early in the morning, man. So y'all work with me, man. But I wanted to say, oh damn. Sorry, y'all. But now I want to talk to y'all about, you know, relationships, man, and why brothers cheat. I wanted to say, I was gonna say I heard this brother, man. His name T.K. Kirkland, right? And he was speaking to Vlad at the time, and he was saying, like, you know, if a brother could sell on, like, you know, why brothers cheat and stuff like that, and sell it, it may, you know, he said basically Vlad or TK was saying that they'll become a billionaire if they was like pushing that story on why brothers cheat. But what I want to say to y'all, I feel like what plays a big part of why brothers cheat, man, is because, like I told y'all, pain plays a big part. You with me? And I feel like, you know, instead of, you know, cheating on her, right, you should communicate with her, man, if you're not happy, you know? Because at the end of the day, even if you think she cheating on you, man, you don't go tit for tat. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not good to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say you trying to get her back, it may be too late. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all brothers to really think about that, man. Communicate with your woman, you know, if you really in love with her, you know, because like I was gonna tell y'all, we can end up just like our grandparents, man, that's been together for a long time. We can be just like them, man, you know, but we have to communicate with our woman and we have to work things out, you know what I'm saying? But I was gonna say, and this is just my opinion, what I'm about to say, but I would rather a woman cheat on me than me cheating on her. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll make me feel worse, and then it'll always be on the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, if she cheated on me, yeah, it'll be in the back of my mind. But it won't hurt as much, you know what I'm saying? But it'll hurt worse if I cheat on her, you know? Because, bro, like, when a woman cheat on you, right? You never know what she going through. You never know how it's affecting her, man, when she cheat on you, you know what I'm saying? So don't think like she not going through nothing when she made that mistake on you. You know what I'm saying? And I also wanted to say too, y'all gotta catch the I think it's the P9. No, wait. No, I gotta catch the what's it called? It's going to New Carrollton, y'all. I just forgot the name. I think it's the what's that joint? Okay, the P60. So I'm gonna get on the next one because I still got time, y'all. I told y'all I got till like 10:30, something like that. But I also wanted to share with y'all, you know, these sisters, right? How they act, bro, how they are, bro. I wanted to say, man, y'all know why they like that? I was gonna say, you know, it started with the brothers, right? Brothers cheating, playing games with the woman, and what has happened, right? Over the years, like brothers was following the next brother. Like, okay, this brother cheating, he being a player. Okay, the next brother looking at, okay, I'm gonna be a player too. I'm gonna cheat too. You know what I'm saying? Like brothers was following each other with that shit, bro. And the thing is too, man, some brothers, right, that cheated, they didn't think about the next man. And I'm talking about when that woman, like, say they split up, they break up, right? She meet a new man, right? He wasn't thinking about her or the new guy. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's like, it just, I just, my opinion, I feel like when that brother went about it like that, I feel like it made it harder for the new guy to try to show the woman different. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And so that's my opinion, what I'm saying to y'all, man. But I want to say to y'all, you know, at the end of the day, while brothers cheat, I'm gonna say it again. What plays a big part is because they in pain. You know what I'm saying? Like the girl that they in love with, right? It's probably not satisfying them the same way, like how she used to, right? That could play a part, right? But also it's the pain. But I wanted to say to y'all, man, you gotta communicate with your woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't cheat on her, then communicate with her. Or let her, you know, find out on her own. You know what I'm saying? Don't go about it like that, man. If you gonna cheat on her, right? Before you even think about doing that, before you take that action to cheat on her, you make sure you communicate with her, you talk to her, you let her know, hey babe, I'm not happy. I'm not. You got to be upfront with her, man. You got to be real with her. You got to be straight up with her, man. You can't go about it like that, man. Where you cheating because, bruh, you following all the other brothers that want to be players or whatever the case. It's like, you ain't got to follow the other brothers, man. You ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because all they doing is messing up their chances with they want. You hear me? And look, I think that's a small B, y'all. But they grow up to be big, man. Trust me. So I'm just gonna say, you know, I know some of y'all probably thinking like, oh, it's a small B, it's nothing. But they grow up to get big. And you gotta be careful, man, because I remember one time when I was younger, man, I got stung in the hand and my whole hand swelled up. So y'all be careful, man. But I just wanted to talk to y'all about that, man. I'm gonna let y'all know, man, we at Suitland Station, man, if y'all was curious where we was at. Yeah, don't cheat on the woman, man. Because look, you cheat on her, man, Just going about it like that, you wasting her time. Don't waste her time, man. Her time is precious, just like yours. You hear? And you don't need to waste your time either. That's why you need to do better and communicate. You hear? You gotta communicate with your woman, man. Because look, we all go through things. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship with that woman, you married with that woman, you need to show her how strong you are. You know what I'm saying? You have to. Because she want to know, how bad do you want this relationship? How bad do you want this marriage? You know what I'm saying? And look, while you going through pain, right? And you thinking about cheating on her, right? Temptation. You're going through a lot of temptation while you're going through your pain. Yeah. So I want to let y'all know, man, if you really in love with that woman, if you communicate with her, right? And don't cheat on her, man, you never know what God could do for y'all, man. What the Creator could do for y'all, man. You know? Because look, you go about it like that, right? Like I said, man, the right way. The temptation ain't gonna get to you, man. You with me? The temptation ain't gonna get to you, man. And it's like, don't be tempted, man, to cheat on your woman, man. You know, you in a relationship with her, man. You treat her right, man. You with me? You treat her right. Treat her right, man. Because I want to let y'all know something, man. She love you, man. You with me? You ain't got time to waste her time. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm on IG Live, man. If y'all ain't catch it, man. I'm gonna say, don't waste her time and don't waste your time. Because your time is precious just like hers, man. You it? You don't need to waste your time. Don't do that. Like I told y'all before, man, on my first live. You ain't got time to go back to the county. You ain't got time to go back to prison. You ain't got time to be cheating on your woman, man, and creating a lot of drama. You ain't got time for that. You hear me? If you're not happy with her, right, you need to communicate with her, man. Communicate with her. You can do it. Just sit down with her and talk to her like how you talk to her about everything else. Yeah. Do that, man. Because look, you cheating on her, man, it's not gonna give you no blessings out of that. I'm telling you, it's not. Because when you meet that other woman and you cheat, right, that's gonna be more problems on top of your shit. You really wanna go through all that? You gonna go through even more headaches. You want that? And then, like I told you, God ain't gonna bless you. So you gonna end up losing that woman that you cheating on. You it? I wanna let y'all know, man. My parents, right? That's why they had a divorce. That's why they split up. That's why they went their separate ways, man. Because my pops ain't communicate with my mama. You know what I'm saying? He decided to cheat, right? And even get a woman pregnant. You know what I'm saying? But it was no communication there. It was after the fact. Like after everything. You know what I'm saying? And then he felt like it was too late to get her back. But see, if he would have communicated with her before he decided to cheat, he will probably still be with her to this day. So I want to let y'all know, man, if that's what happened with y'all parents, you with me? Because my parents split up and went their separate ways when I was like 6 years old. But if y'all don't want to end up like y'all parents, man, that's in that situation, you know, that happened, like with me, right? You gotta make sure you go about it different, man. And that's what I want y'all to know. Just go about it different, man. You know? Show her how much you love her, man. Communicate with her, man. Because look, as much as you love her, that's how much she love you, man. Trust me. But you have to communicate with her, man. You can't just be like, all right, man, I think she cheating up on me and all that. Because look, when you doing all that, your pain is playing a part of all that, bro. Because we all go through that. Remember that. So you make sure, man, you communicate with your woman, man. Don't just cheat on her, man. Because I'm telling you, man, it's not going to give you blessings, man, doing shit like that behind her back. I'm telling you, man. You're going to lose her quick, and you ain't going to get her back. Yeah. You really love that woman. You said you really love that woman, right? You got to show her, man. That means if you're not happy, right? Right? You got to communicate with her. You have to sit down and talk to her. Be a man. Because you a man. You with me? So you got to act like a man. And going about it like that, communicating with her before you decide to cheat. You hear me? Communicate with her. Don't cheat, man. That's being a man. Communicate with her. That plays a big part in a relationship, in a marriage, all that. You with me? You know, don't mess up like your pops did. Don't follow your pops. Don't follow your brother, your cousin, your friend. Don't go about it like that. You with me? You ain't gotta be no player. You ain't gotta be none of that. Cause bruh, you being a player and all that is because you in pain, my nigga. Brother, you in pain, man. Cause we all in pain. We all go through that. But at the end of the day, you ain't gotta put her through that. You ain't gotta put her through more pain by cheating on her. You with me? You ain't gotta do that. Don't waste your time, and please don't waste her time. She ain't got time for games. She ain't got time for none of that. You with me? She probably got her mindset on the goal. You need to support her. You with me? You need to be there for her, man. Because she got in a relationship, she got married with a grown man. That's a man. You hear me? Not a little boy. You're not a little boy. You're a grown-ass man. So communicate with that woman, man. You with me? She needs you, man.